Welcome back. Now, the Bank of Namibia launched its National Financial Inclusion Awareness Campaign. And this evening we speak to Sesilia Okafor, Principal Economist at the bank, to unpack what this means for everyday Namibians, from financial literacy to access and protection. This campaign aims to close the gap and ensure that no one is left behind in our financial systems. Sesilia, good evening and welcome to the Daily Roundup.
Good evening, Nana. Thank you very much for having me.
Just to start with, Sesilia, can you walk us through, the vision behind this campaign and how it connects to some broader objectives from Namibia's financial sector transformation strategy?
Right. Thank you so much for that question. So the motivations behind this campaign started with the work that we were doing in the preparations and the construction of the financial sector transformation strategy. And then it also links to the upcoming Global Policy Forum that we'll be hosting in September in Swakopmund. And during the time that we were undertaking the stakeholder consultations, especially at grassroots level across the 14 regions, we picked up that there were actually gaps when it comes to understanding and awareness of financial inclusion. And because we have integrated financial inclusion as a key pillar in this new strategy, we wanted to make sure that we bring everyone on board and we walk this journey together as we prepare to implement the strategy, but also as we host this global policy event that is focusing on financial inclusion. We want to make sure that Namibians understand what this event is really all about and what we are trying to do or achieve at a policy level.
Yeah, there are certain pillars that you'll be focusing on within this campaign. Talk to us about why these are your specific focus areas.
Right, so financial inclusion typically looks at access. And access means bringing those that are currently outside of the financial system into the formal financial system, be it access to a bank account, be it access to an insurance product, be it access to a mobile wallet. And then we also look at financial literacy. Financial literacy looks at the ability to be able to make use of financial services in a responsible way. How do you access credit? How do you make use of credit? When you take out, do you have insurance, for example? And then consumer protection looks at the platforms, the avenues to protect consumers when they engage within the formal financial system. So all three pillars under financial inclusion are linked and they are intentionally linked for that particular reason. Yeah.
Seeing that you're from the Bank of Namibia, so I assume you would know, what I'm about to ask you. Are Namibians generally financially literate, or are we a bit more illiterate?
The last survey that we undertook through the Financial Literacy Initiative that's under the ministry that's responsible for financial literacy was undertaken in 2017, and it tells us that about 52% of Namibians are financially literate. That means they have the ability to behave in a responsible manner, and they have the knowledge to engage with financial products. But from a financial inclusion expert point of view, I would say 52% is safe. You want to have a nation that's at least within your 70s, going to your 80s in terms of financial literacy. And this has been evident in what we have been seeing with what's been coming, right? With your pensioners falling prey, your youth falling, interacting with illegal financial schemes, but also just individual consumers giving out sensitive and personal information. And this really points to a level of literacy that is not, comforting for policymakers. Yeah.
All right. Just walk us through the nitty-gritty of the campaign. I know you've got the media involved as well to help you, disseminate the information. But what will it really entail?
Right. So at the moment, we are looking at positive and lively engagements with our stakeholders. We're going to have the media engagements, the interviews on TV and on radio. And the ones on radio are particularly focusing on language and making sure that we undertake these campaigns in an inclusive manner. But then we're also anticipating, or viewers can expect the engagements from the various stakeholders, the financial institutions, both from the banking and non-banking side. Most of our stakeholders, especially those that have partnered with the bank to host the Global Policy Forum, will be posting, information around financial inclusion. And then the Financial Literacy Initiative will be launching a digital financial literacy program in the coming months, and they will be engaging with communities, your village headmen, your church leaders, your focal points, and really training them to provide that training of trainer type of approach, so that we disseminate the information at grassroots level and in modes and in ways that people can relate and understand.
In what way, Sesilia, can different stakeholders such as mobile money providers, consumer groups, etc., come on board to help make this campaign a real success?
So we are looking at participation, collaborative participation. We want our stakeholders to offer this information and be transparent about what's available. And then we want them to innovate. We want them to come up with unique, tailored products that cater to the vulnerable groups, because financial inclusion is not about your big corporates. It's not your affluent. It's your low-income earners. It's your informal traders. It's your rural populace. It's your disadvantaged groups.
Yes.
So we want our stakeholders, our mobile money providers, our financial institutions, both from the banking and non-banking side, to consider coming up with innovative products that are tailored to the unique needs of Namibians. We are talking about micro-insurance products. We've recently seen something come in around microcredit recently with one of the mobile network providers. But we want accounts that are accessible, that, low costs, administrative costs.
Right.
But we also want our MSMEs and the informal market, the informal and micro entrepreneurs to be able to access affordable credit. They currently do not meet the criteria, to engage with the products that are available on the market. So what we are saying is we want our stakeholders to meet us halfway and create and develop products that can cater to the needs of these groups. Yeah.
Fantastic. Madam Okafor, your last remarks this evening?
So basically, this campaign is, we really expect to develop that awareness and create that excitement for the global policy event. But then we want to see more engagements, more awareness. There are available products from a policy point of view. We've come up with strategies in the past to include Namibians, and we want them to start asking these questions. We want to see where the gaps really in terms of their knowledge, their awareness. So we really want them to engage us and start asking us the questions and holding us accountable to what we said we wanted to do with this campaign. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you so much for your time, and thank you for being here this evening.
Thank you very much.
Well, when we come back after this very brief break, our conversations here on the Daily Roundup continues.